What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and welcome to my top 5 favorite flyers, indoor flyers that is. So I'm going to be detailing my favorite 5 top quads that you can fly indoors, that I like to fly indoors. And so getting straight to it, coming in at number 5 is the Syma X11. Now, this quad is really stable. It's pretty quiet for a micro due to this unique style of motors. The props are geared, and so this thing is really efficient, and you get really long flight times with this. The yaw rate isn't the best, but it's just enough to be able to bank turns and fly it nice indoors in a small area. And I did a little mod to it. It's not much of a mod, but there's a little stopper that, let me show that actually. This is the little stopper that was inside the hull of the battery bay. And you can take these 4 screws off right here, and this battery bay just comes off separate. You're not even taking the whole quad apart. You know, just the battery bay will come off. And you can go in and take this little spongy thing, which is a stopper. You can just remove that, and it allows you to stick be able to stick a 500 milliamp hour battery in here, and it won't stick out much. It'll really fit nice in there because the battery bay is really big. It's it's a nice battery bay there, and I guess they just wanted you to be able to fit this small 200 milliamp hour battery in there, so they put that stopper in there to stop you from doing what you want to do. But you can easily remove that and be flying for like 12 minutes, 13 minutes. I even heard 13 minutes someone got flying this thing. So that's number 5 right there, the Syma X11. Really nice quad. I have 2 of them. I have a red one as well. So coming in number 4, and at number 4 is the Syma X2. So Syma's got 2 spots in my indoor flyers favorites. So the X2, this one is modded, but the mod really doesn't make a difference. This thing is really fun to fly, even stock the way that it was. But my mod, I just took the arms off because the prop guards, I removed them. It wasn't much of a necessity for me, and also the prop guard a lot of times cause the prop to break when I like to fly fast. So sometimes I'll be flying fast and I'll try to bank a turn and I'll hit something and it'll knock the prop guard right into the prop, and the prop will break. So I was breaking a lot of props that way, so I decided to just take them off. I might as well not have it if it's not really doing its job that well for me. So, and this thing is a really nice flyer. It's pretty quiet. I like the sound that it makes. It's a really unique sound. It has a cool look to it. Even though I modded mine, I put these props on here from their Blade Nano QX or X7 props, and they fit really well. I did the antenna mod for better reception outdoors, but I really don't fly this thing outdoors anymore. It's just strictly an indoor flyer for me now. I did this mod here. I opened it up and brought this battery connector out because I found that my batteries were breaking. Me trying to disconnect them with this thing all up in here, pulling on the battery wire to try to disconnect it. I broke a few of my batteries that way, so I decided to do this mod so I can save my batteries. So coming in number 4 was the Syma X2, a really cool quad. Okay, so coming in at number 3, the JJRC Lightning UFO. So this thing is really, it's an outdoor quad, but I like to fly this thing indoors because of its maneuverability. This thing is really agile. It's nimble enough for me to fly it indoors. So I find myself flying this thing indoors a lot, doing bank turns and flying it real crazy, doing stunts and stuff indoors. So this is one of my favorite quads that I like to fly indoors. So the JJRC Lightning UFO. I have a couple videos on this showing how much I love this quad. I really like this quad, especially outdoors. But I really do like to fly this thing indoors as well. It's quiet. It's pretty stable. It's on the WL Toys V2X2 protocol, and that's something I really like about this because the pitch rates get high on that protocol. You can put it to 100% pitch rates and really bank hard and get some hard pitch with it, and you can do some nice things with this quad. So the JJRC 1000A Lightning UFO came in at number 3. And so number 2, a rather larger quad. This is my MJ102. So this quad is really stable. It's really quiet. It's nimble. I really like the way this thing flies. It has really cool LEDs. I ended up breaking the battery bay here, being careless, forcing batteries in. And I think what happened, I was flying it outdoors and I hit something. I had a hard crash and I got a crack down in here. And then forcing a 500 milliamp hour battery in here, it started to really break up. So I glued this guitar pick down here to hold it in. However, this is one of my favorite flyers, indoors or outdoors. This is really stable. It had prop guards on it, so it was really nice to fly indoors. And the prop guards worked well, but you know, I like to fly my quads fast, and I was flying this thing fast outdoors, and some of my hard crashes really tore up the prop guards, and so I took them off, and so now I just fly it this way. I haven't been able to find a place that sells spare parts to be able to get the prop guards for this quad, but if I did, if I did find a place, I would get it in the heartbeat because the prop guards worked well, and this thing flies really well with the prop guards on. It flips really well, and I really like the LEDs. It has blue LEDs in the back and green LEDs in the front, and it really lights up and looks really nice when you're flying it. And it's just an awesome quad all around. So that's my number 2 indoor flyer. And so coming in at number 1, it was really hard for me to pick this, so I had to. It's actually a tie for my number 1 indoor flyer. So it's the Cheerson CX10. This thing is awesome as an indoor flyer. This is one of my favorite quads. Indoors, this is my absolute favorite flyer indoors. I actually fly this thing outdoors as well. The range is really good on it, but this thing is just really nice. I think this is the best nano quad you can get. Also tied for number 1 is the X7. Now this quad it's really nice. I really like this thing. The way it flies really nice. Both of these quadcopters flip really nice. They both have pretty decent yaw rates. This thing elevates really quickly. You can do all sorts of tricks and things with this quad. You can see this quad, I've been really bashing this quad. It has a chip on the prop and it still flies really well. You can do manual flips. You can trick the accelerometer to let you do manual flips with this thing. The Cheerson CX10 can do that as well, but not as good as this thing does. I actually have 2 of these. I have the white version. The LEDs light up really nice in the white version. It glows through the whole body. And the CX10 has LEDs on the motor pods. And so you can do some night flying with that, or when it's not really dark in the house, you can fly this thing in a dim room and it looks really nice. I actually have 2 of them as well, 2 Cheersons. I have them kitted out or decorated with this skin, the upgrade skins from Sky Flash Copters. So I thought that was really cool. So I upgraded the Cheerson CX10s with the skins, as well as my I have a a SkyTech M61 that has the Sky Flash Copter skins on them as well. But these things are really awesome flying indoors. So that's it. My favorite indoor flyers are the Cheerson CX10 as well as the X7. And so also the Cheerson CX10 is, these two are different protocols. So this one here binds to the Skywalker protocol. It has the Skywalker protocol, so it binds to the JXD Flying Cars transmitter or the WL Toys V252 Pro. And I also found myself lately flying this thing. Let me see, where's the transmitter? With this transmitter from my Atop Capricorn. This transmitter works really well with flying this. And however, this quad, this one here, it's on a different protocol. And so I haven't been able to bind this thing to anything except for the JXD Airbus, which is another tiny transmitter. So, but the transmitter is the newer transmitter is nicer actually to fly with than the original CX10 protocols transmitter. This one feels really nice. The sticks are a little more loose, and they seem a little more accurate, so you can fly it really well. It's really stable. There's actually different flight characteristics between these two quads. One of the notable things that I can remember offhand is that the LVC warning. When you reach LVC warning with the original one that I have, all four lights on the motor pods start to flash, whereas on this one only the front lights on the motor pods flash. So that's one thing. Also, this one is a little more fast. It seems like the pitch is harder on this one, so it flies faster. Other than that, they're both nice flyers. The accelerometer seems to be a little bit better in this one. I found that I can toss this thing that way, spin it, and kick the throttle up, and it'll stop the spin. It has an anti-spin on it. And this one, if you do, it won't survive that. You spin it that way and turn the throttle up, it'll spin right into the ground and crash almost every time. So that's it with my top 5 favorite indoor flyers. Frequent Flyer signing out. Thanks for watching.